Hey gamers, this is post editing me here to tell you that on my second channel I made a video where I redid some of my review scores, and also I made a document that will show you all the things, and you can actually check it out in the link in the description if you just want to see any of my other scores I gave to things. And here's a clip right now. And talking about CS:GO. Seven. CS:GO is a 4. Alright, thank you for seeing that clip. Hopefully you should go subscribe to the second channel, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, I'm too tired to do a special intro for you guys, and also I outgrew the black dress shirt, so Evil Gel will now be signified by this brown hoodie. It just seems natural. Anyway, let's continue the hate train going, but let's look at characters that are hated instead of games or movies. Actually, instead of getting mad at bad characters, let's look at characters that are made hateable for a good reason. Let's see, Joshua from The World Ends With You would be quite topical considering that the sequel is on the horizon. It'll probably be out by the time this video's out. A new chapter of Your Turn to Die came out recently, so maybe talking about Midori would be a good idea. We could also just do the good old answer of Light Yagami from Death Note. That would be a good answer. Or maybe someone you should hate, like Ishida from A Silent Voice, and how they're built up to hate him and then immediately built up to like him. Instead, I'd like to talk to you about a character you're supposed to like, and then the game you play makes you hate them more and more. Let's talk about OMORI. Let's talk about the character, because you do learn to hate him. So, let's talk about the place where you do learn to hate him. Let's talk about BlackSpace. Now, before we get into BlackSpace, what is OMORI? Well, do y'all like clothing? I recommend OMOCAT. No, silly, this isn't a sponsor. Although, Omo, if you're watching this, I mean, I can't really shout you out, but you can always shout me out, just letting you know. I bring her up because the indie clothing line OMOCAT once ran an artboard of illustrations of a young boy named OMORI. They'd be random drawings of him just doing everyday tasks. This eventually evolved into a little comic series which showed some of his friends, and it eventually evolved into a manga series that is now impossible to find due to it being discontinued. But OMOCAT has said that she imagined the world of OMORI as a video game. And in 2014, we got this masterpiece. Oh, Yasumi, I know that it's hard to do. And then it never came out. There's a great video made by Yorick Salad Bar about this game's very troublesome development. I recommend watching it, it's great. But the short version is that it was scheduled to release in mid-2015 and ended up being released on Christmas 2020. But now it's here, and we have it, and it's pretty good, so why not get into the game's content and how it perfectly builds up BlackSpace. So Omori is separated into two bits. One where you play as Omori in Headspace, and one where you play as the owner of the dreams that created Omori in Headspace, in the real world. You can name this guy whatever you want, but his canonical name is Sunny, so that's what I'll be calling him. Headspace segments are where the RPG segments lie. Your main goal is to search for your missing friend Basil, with your party consisting of Omori, Kel, Aubrey, and Hiro. Occasionally, you'll come across Omori's sister Mari, who acts as a save point and quest tracker, and sometimes just gives you advice. In the real world, well, you can certainly tell Sunny's not right in the head. All we know is that Sunny experienced trauma in the past, and somehow it links to the fact that Mari committed suicide. This left him as a hikikomori, which is basically a hermit on steroids. In the real world, you play as Sunny, facing his fears in the form of hallucinations, and you also see how all of your friends were affected by Mari's death. Aubrey's a bully, Kel's just trying to piece things back together, Basil is an awkward and shy to the point of being harmful shut-in. Hiro went off to college, but he still seems to be perfectly fine. And Sunny is, well, I already explained it. You also slowly learn that Basil is hiding something from you. Or should I say, Basil and Sunny did something together long ago, and Sunny can't remember for some reason. After all, the story of Omori has already been written. It's just your job to figure out what happened. Meanwhile, in Headspace, the more you progress through it, the more your party seems to be forgetting about Basil, and then you witness this. You go back to Basil's house, now in a state of ruin after he's been missing. You fall down this deep hole in the floor, you're stripped of your party, and you finally reach BlackSpace. The atmosphere of BlackSpace is made perfectly by the music. When you start the game and whenever you're about to enter or exit Headspace, you're in white space. Cute music, huh? Well, this is BlackSpace's theme. Oh, and there's also skinwalkers around. Some weird doors, and no color around. Kinda spooky. It's so unsettling it makes you feel uneasy. I like to see Whitespace as Sunny's consciousness, Headspace as Sunny's dreams, and BlackSpace as his memories. I'll get into why I see BlackSpace as his memories in a bit, but ain't it a bit weird that the one most tied to reality is the least charming and most terrifying? I don't think so. So let's see what's in one of these doors. Oh, wow. So, pop quiz for everybody. Did you know that this game was made in RPG Maker? Did you know that horror games made through RPG Maker is actually quite the popular genre? Last question. Do you know what game popularized all of these games? Say hello to the 2004 horror game Yume Nikki. In Yume Nikki, you also play as a hikikomori, and you explore your dreams. However, the dreams are much less concise and comprehensible as Omori's are. They're more like... strange. Anyway, much like Yume Nikki, in BlackSpace, you explore these rooms which you can barely understand anything that's going on, but instead of finding effects, you find more keys to use on the doors in BlackSpace. You make your way through a lot of these Yume Nikki styled rooms, but eventually you start to see the person you're looking for. You find Basil. As stated before, Basil remembered something that Sunny didn't, and subconsciously, Sunny can't. It's clear that Mari's death had its effect on Sunny, but it goes deeper than you think. Basil sees a weird photo, white space. Oh, he's missing? Too bad. You see a weird family portrait, white space. You start reading books about the real world, white space. Isn't that strange? Well, now it's time to understand what Omori really is. He's a protector of Sunny's memories. Anytime something dangerous happens in Headspace and he's at risk of remembering the truth, Omori immediately goes to white space and makes it so it has no way of exiting. He purposefully made Basil go missing and make all of his friends slowly forget him. He just wants to live a happy life with all of his friends so that Sunny can forget about the bad things. So, what does he do now that it's just him and Basil? Easy. Murder. Pop quiz. How many ways are there to skin a cat? The answer? 6. Omori will now hide the truth by straight up fucking killing Basil. Now, here's where the real horror comes in. I hope you like spiders like Basil does, because if not... Even when it's a seemingly safe situation... Ouch. And then there's one that is the most unsettling. See, Omori was good when you were playing as him, right? He's the main character after all. He's the title character. But then, why is it that our party members' special attacks are all combos, but Omori can't? Sorry, won't cooperate with others? Why pull you out when things get truthful? Why does he seemingly have no reaction to anything? Is it perhaps that he was just like this all along? After all, Basil is mysteriously dying before he can tell you that. And if you didn't know before, right before you get out of BlackSpace, you see it for yourself. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then I'd recommend
skipping
this upcoming category, because I hope you're not a cat person. I want to back up a little bit. Meet Mewo. He was Mari's cat who Sunny got along well with. Apparently, he died in the real world some time ago. However, he's in white space at all times, with the iconic line, waiting for something to happen, which can be taken multiple ways. He also has something to say if you're stuck in one Omori pulls you into white space. See, the only way out is...
Oh God. No. Jesus!
Stab? Oh! Okay. Oh.
Stab? Excuse me? Whoa, 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 no, 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 no.
Now, I think everybody on their first playthrough is like these guys. Uncomfortable and unsettled when they first have to, you know. However, then we get to this room in BlackSpace amidst all the incomprehensible shit and Basil dying. Now, you can actually escape this situation by stabbing yourself.
She does not know what is happening. No, 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 I don't. No, no, no. No, 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 I don't. No, 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 I don't. Please don't make me do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm stabbing myself. Fuck you. I am not cutting a cat. Get out of here. I'm leaving. Bye.
No, come on. I don't want to do this. Mewo stares at you. What the? She does not know what is happening. Do you want to cut open? No, what the F this? You do it, you punk! I'm not, no. I'm out. F this. I've never heard of kitty cat. Later.
But this game takes something you'd normally hate doing and something that would make you uncomfortable, and they made it the most appealing choice. Now, remember how I said I think BlackSpace is Sunny's memories? Well, what does this say about Mewo's fate? Now, again, you can escape this situation, but on my first playthrough, I didn't bother to check the menu until it was too late, and... So, I've kind of covered everything in BlackSpace, except for how your time in BlackSpace ends. So, how do you escape BlackSpace? You don't. You see a Basil again. This time he wishes to brave what's outside with OMORI, but like always, OMORI is cold and unwilling to go. And then... you walk the same path Basil walked, or should I say, was dragged. And then... you no longer, Sunny no longer has control over OMORI, and OMORI takes his seat, signifying that he has taken over Sunny's mind. OMORI has won. You no longer escape through white space. Sunny just wakes up. Now, how did this story conclude? Well, if you haven't played the game already, you should play it to find out. I won't be the one to tell you. So, if you don't hate Omori, then maybe you lack the empathy that I lack. But I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna head to bed for now. Yasumi. Fuck that shit.
Myself, I'll be eating you.